Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your DJ Ron, the classic DJ from the Bay, back at you once again with another flow improved. You know what I'm saying? Some of the greatest flows I've ever heard. So look, I'm just going to just get ready to continue and get back into the way we've been doing it, or how I've been doing it. But it's going to be a little twist this time, though. And the twist is about to be the fact that I'm going to use a video that I'm going to do it a little bit different. I want to do it to whereas. Uh, Instead of just doing a solo artist, and I've been doing it up until we did E40, which featured Caviar, right? So it got me to thinking. You know what I'm saying? For this month, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and we're gonna look at some posse cuts. You see what I'm saying? Some of the best posse cuts ever done, but not just the posse cut. We're gonna focus on one of the best cameos ever done. Some of the best cameos ever done. So I just figured for the month of September, why not just do that? You see what I'm saying? Just come with some of the best cameos ever heard. And if you, for those that don't know what a cameo is when you have a you got a song on an album, right? It could be whatever artist's album, and then on this particular song, in the beginning, they call it featuring, you know, Khaled got God did by featuring Jay Z and Wayne and Rick Ross and all that. Well, back in the days, you didn't really do that because you had too many label disputes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Who's publishing is going to go to, how they're going to handle the royalties, who gets paid what, and all that kind of stuff. So it was a little bit difficult back then. You know what I mean? But we still got to see some of the best collaborations, some of the best cameos ever done. So with this first one today, it was just on my mind, and it's no different from the rest of them. It's actually one of the very first ones. It's one of the very first ones. When I say one of the very first, it's probably like one of the first in the top, in the first 15 to 50. I don't know what the numbers are, but the thing about it is, I'm sure that you'll agree that it is one of the best ones. You know what I'm saying? And the cold part about it was that this is during the time when gangster rap was still fresh on the scene. You know what I mean? But it was heating it up though. You know what I mean? And it was getting this groove on. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, the top group at that time, the world's most dangerous group is NWA. You know what I mean? So they had quite a few posse cuts. You got on Straight Outta Compton album, you got Parental Discretion is Advised. On the Above the Law album, it's actually one of my favorite ones is the last song. You know what I mean? And they were just some classic joints. You know what I mean? And but the thing about it, it was a little easier for them to do a posse cut back on this particular label because all the artists was on this particular label. You know what I mean? So in essence, what you had on this song though, the D.O.C, it's called the grand finale, is you had the D.O.C featuring NWA. If they would say anything, it would be featuring NWA. Although D.O.C was a member of the NWA, the album was basically D.O.C's album, and he was the exclusive rapper on there, with the exception of Dre producing. So it was all about the D.O.C. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody else rapped on that album. I mean, and he held it down. As a matter of fact, the album is so good and it's so slept on that if you saw the movie Straight Outta Compton, it didn't do him any justice to say what happened to him in a car accident after dropping this album. Truly one of the best albums of all time. He was in a car accident, lost his voice. You know what I'm saying? So you got one dude with one album, but truly one of the best albums of all the time. As a matter of fact, and here I go talking about Biggie again. I ain't got nothing against Biggie, but I'm like, this is like the third or fourth video where I'm referencing Biggie, but Biggie Smalls, sometimes he's listed in people's top five, and I just can't get with that. You know what I mean? I don't even know if Biggie's in my top 25. I'd have to dig down deep and find it. But the reason why he can't be number one, two, or three, or five is because, in my opinion, Biggie only had one album. Though when he was alive, yeah, he created another album, but it was released after he died. I mean, the D.O.C got other albums, you know what I'm saying? But it's after his voice was, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes me think, what could it have been? You know what I mean? The D.O.C, he had another album that was pretty dope too, you know what I'm saying? But it just didn't catch on because his name, it was, years later, his name wasn't ringing and everything. Best thing about Biggie though, Biggie capitalized when he was still on fire, you know what I'm saying? He lit up another album, and the rest is history with the Life After Death album. Aptly named too, by the way, you know what I'm saying? It just sometimes just makes you wonder, whatever. But look, without further ado, let me just say the reason why this album is, or this particular song is so epic. It's because the fact that Ice Cube is on this album, right? But this is the last time we heard Ice Cube do anything with NWA. A lot of people don't realize it like that, but this is the last time. And by the song being called the grand finale, I think it's quite ironic. If you listen to Cube's flow and everything else, it's almost as if he knew this was the last time. Like maybe he was. I'm just guessing. I don't know, but I'm telling you, the way the flow come off is like he's mad, which Cube always sound mad, right? To quote Vlad, it sound like Cube always sound like he'll walk in a room with people and just kill everybody up in there. You know what I'm saying? But this particular time, though, it was something different about this flow. You know what I mean? And then the way he ends it, it's just like to let everybody know who Ice Cube is. And in this case, now who Ice Cube was. So look, let me go ahead. I done took 6 minutes out of the video, whatever. Let me go ahead and start this off. You're going to hear Dr. Dre in the beginning, and we're going to get into the song. Let it buffer up. Let it come on up. I knew it was going to do a commercial. It's the only thing. So, yeah, I'm doing it on YouTube today. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Here we go. Give me more control over the music. So we're going to jump right into it. Featuring NWA. Those members are Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and Ren. So here we go. Parliament. Oh. Just listen to it. Ice Cube, you the early bird on this motherfucker. Run it. Picture a nigga that's raw. Amplify his ass, and what you see is what's saw. Motherfuckers out slaughter, blow him out the water. Word to me. Fuck the father, my man. Word to me. Not the father. F the father is what he said. But he said word to me. F the father. My medley is deadly. My medley is deadly as a pin in a hand grenade. 5 seconds before you get. As deadly as a hand grenade. 5 seconds. You know, you pull that pin out of a grenade, you got 5 seconds before it blow up. Woo, Cube was on some other stuff. Let me get back. Let me take it back a little bit. Let's get back. Let's take it back to the beginning. Here we go. Here we go. I think this is. You picture a brother that's raw, amplify him, and what you see is what's soft. And he paints the picture, right? He said, "Mother, I'll slaughter, blow him out the water." Word to me, the father. My medley is deadly as a pin in a hand grenade. 5 seconds before you get played, you can't blow me. I guess you'll blow up. Ever see a sucker scatter and make you throw up? Bits and pieces of body parts will make you throw up. You ever see a sucker scatter and make you throw up? Motherfuckers out slaughter, blow 'em out the water. Word to me. Fuck the father, my medley is deadly as a pin in a hand grenade. 5 seconds before you get played, you can't blow me. I'll get you a blow up. Ever see a sucker scatter and make you throw up? Then I take advantage. You can't manage to get up. All you can do is sit up. I get lit up. Hit up Ice Cube. Tear shit up like a dude you can bet on. Collide like a head-on collision. He said, I'm ripping it up like somebody you could bet on. Collide like a head-on collision. I just tripped off that. He said, because I'm gone, you'll think I left you all, but I stay in you like cholesterol. I wonder if that's prophetic, if that's foretelling. I don't know. It was dope, though. It's just dope. Tear shit up like a dude you can bet on. Collide like a head-on collision. Stepping is an incision. Other niggas saying exactly what I fidget. Because I'm gone, you think I left you all, but I stay in your ass like cholesterol. When I blast, I'm solid as Alcatraz. And if you escape, you better swim fast. Cause I'll catch you physically and mentally. And a capital punishment. Did you hear what he said? You tear shit up like a dude you can bet on. Collide like a head-on collision. Stepping is an incision. Other niggas saying exactly what I fidget. Because I'm gone, you think I left you all, but I stay in your ass like cholesterol. When I blast, solid as Alcatraz. And if you escape, you better swim fast. Alcatraz is an island right here in the Bay. I'm DJ Ron, the classic DJ from the Bay. The Bay is like I point that way. The bay is 5 minutes from my house going that way. In that bay, you have what's called Alcatraz Island, well-known federal penitentiary that I believe in 1968, 1969, there's somebody to a rumor to have escaped. Now, Alcatraz denies that they escaped. They believe that they drowned, but but the fact is, the next year they closed it. I believe that was in '68 and they closed it in '69. So whether they drowned or not, they closed the island, which I believe they made it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Cube was talking about, though. I'm gonna go back just a little bit. We know this. We know this. So if you escape, you better swim fast. That's what he's talking about. He said, I'll catch you physically and mentally. And the capital punishment's the penalty. Sit in the electric chair, grab the switch. I'm going to go back because I know I don't want to mess this lyric up. I don't listen to this all the time, but I know it was dope. You know what I mean? I remember the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Physically and mentally. Penalty. So while you sitting in the electric chair, I grab a hold, pull a switch, your body twitch, your eyes explode out your skull. You talk about vivid imagery? He already told you that you're going to imagine what he's talking about, and there you go. He's saying it. It's just like, being dope on the phone is an NO. No, I got to go back. 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 Got to go back. When I blast, I'm solid as Alcatraz. And if you escape, you better swim fast, because I'll catch you physically and mentally. When the capital punishment's the penalty. Sit in the electric chair, grab a hold, pull a switch, your body twitch, your eyes explode out your skull. Because being dope on the flow is an NO. Because being dope on the flow is an NO. I'm going to have to think about that. Being dope on the flow as a minnow. Maybe that's what he's saying. Maybe that's what he said, as a minnow. Because being dope on the flow is an NO. Then he said that brothers didn't know that I could go off to show off and throw off the law. Turn. Take 10 paces and draw. A reference to like in the Wild Wild West days when it was about to go down. You know what I mean? There wasn't no sneaking up on nobody, nothing like that. They went face to face, first of all, and then they would turn and go and be back to back. So imagine two Rough Riders, two hoodlums, two outlaws, face to face, coming to each other face to face, and then they would turn around. How can I do it? They would turn around. They would, okay, maybe this is face to face. Then they would turn around, right? And then they would walk 10 paces, 10 steps. So turn, take 10 paces and draw. When they got to the 10th step, each one is counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th step, they turn around and blast. And whoever got hit, that's the one that loses. Oh, it's so much different nowadays. You know, punks would run up on you and do all kind of stuff and everything. You know what I mean? It's a little different now. Back then, they were serious about it and they got who they wanted, which is the best part about it. I don't condone killing, nothing like that, but I'm just saying. They did it. They got who they wanted when they did that. So look, I'm going to take it back one more time. Do we go through the whole song? We probably will. I'm not going to analyze it because the other lyrics are not just deep. Remember, we're focusing on the cameo. We're focusing on the feature, right? And this is one of the top 5 features. Hopefully I get 5 this month. I haven't looked at the calendar. If it's 4, if it's 5, I guarantee you this is one of the top 5 features ever done. This is Ice Cube, the last song he did with NWA, going crazy on the flow. So here we go again. Grab a hold, pull a switch, body twitch, your eyes explode out your skull. Cause being dope on the phone is an NO. Didn't know that I could go off and show off and throw off the law. Turn, take 10 paces and draw. What's left is a motherfucking game to alley. Ice Cube is the shit on the grand finale. Yeah, that was funky, but now. That's what I'm talking about. The way he ended that, what's left is a mother dead in the alley. Ice Cube is it on the grand finale. You talk about mic drop. That's the first mic drop probably ever in hip hop. I mean, like seriously, mic drop when he know you said something. Rakim talked about doing it, but to hear, you hear smoking in his when the beat is gone. I'm no joke. That's dope. Yeah, no, I don't think nobody else did it like that. I don't think nobody. That was a lyrical mic drop right there. Ice Cube, when he said, "What's left is a mother dead in the alley." Ice Cube is on the grand finale, and the last song he did with NWA. So look, I'm gonna let the rest of the song roll through. Most of y'all know the song. If not, if you're young and dumb to the hip hop, now I'm just kidding. But look, if you don't know nothing about this, just make sure you listen to it. Next, we're gonna have MC Ren, and then we're gonna have Easy E that's gonna come on. And this particular order is different because usually on a cameo, on a posse cut song, you usually say the best for last. You know what I'm saying? And it's the D.O.C's album, and he was dope. But on this song, he was not the best. You could arguably say his verse was the weakest one on here. He had one line on there when he said I got raw when I came to Cali, and I love that Tupac used that line too. You know what I mean? And he was paying homage to the West Coast. On a song called "Nothing to Lose." If you never heard it, it's on the "Are You Still Down? Remember Me" album. It's called "Nothing to Lose," and it's on the hook. They got that on there. I got raw when I came to Cali. You know what I mean? So look, this is DjRon, the classic DJ from the Bay. Let me know what you feel about this video. You know what I mean? Hit me up in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the comments. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe and maybe even share this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going through some classic material back in the days. And classic don't necessarily have to be a new song, but the new song got to be classic in order for me to analyze it like that. You know what I'm saying? So who knows what I may be listening to or whatever. Who knows what you may be able to shoot to me that I could take a listen to or whatnot. I'm open for whatever. You know what I'm saying? If it's a dope song, if it's something that a flow that's going to be proven or has been proven, I'm definitely here for it. You know what I'm saying? So once again, DjRon, the classic DJ from the Bay. We're going to end it with this last part of Ice Cube's verse again, get into Ren. We're going to listen to Easy, and then the D.O.C, who is supposed to be getting his voice back. Man, God knows what could happen now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he still got Dre on his side. So, and Death Row Records, ain't no telling what's going to happen with that fella. So I certainly wish him the best. But once again, here's the music. Didn't know that I could go off, show off, and throw off the law. Turn, take 10 paces and draw. What's left is a motherfucking dead in the alley. Ice Cube is the shit on the grand finale. Yeah, that was funky, but now these motherfucking ruthless fellas speak. So kick it. The grand finale, yours my turn to bust. So let weak motherfuckers turn to dust. If you're weak, it ain't your fault. Just take a kick in the ass and get turned into a pillar of salt. And niggas that fight me just to taste me. I make the punk motherfuckers buckle up for safety. And those that don't, they come from the flash. When he's caught in the whiplash, like a surgeon. Don't say you're not scared because I can tell that you're shivering. Lyrics labeled with an X and not a G. Now they after me. Representing the pimp in a different stage. Always hitting the front page for what? They made it easy for me to come off like the enforcer. Ooh. That was a hard line. For what? Never outdone, only outdoing. Expressing a thought. Yeah, that shit was funk. Last but not least is the motherfucking D.O.C. This is your album, so that means you definitely gotta get funky. So run it. Swinging, singing on the rhythm. Cook out the baba homie in the back end. If it makes makes you giggle. It must be kind of funny, but to me it's kind of cool. I'm making money. He flowed. He flowed. I gotta get to it. He flowed. No cuss words. D.O.C. No. That's worth going back. He flowed though. I take that back. He flowed. He flowed. He flowed. The thing about it, he didn't use no cuss words and he's just so fast. He said the D.O.C. I know the formula. He just basically ran through his songs. I just speak that. I just speak that. This is your album, so that means you definitely gotta get funky. So run it. Swinging, singing, a brand new rap on a rhythm. Concocted by my homie in the back end. If it makes you giggle, it must be kind of funny, but to me it's kind of cool. Tell him why. Taking a second for me to blow your mind. Diggy Diggy Doc, that's another song. Would have been down with Rock, that's beautiful but deadly. But I was smart. The D.O.T. to C knowing the formula. It's rough, I mean it's funky enough. It's another song. Oh man. He said you could be listening, that's Lend Me an Ear. Oh, he was raw. He was dope. I paused it because I love how he spelled that out. D-O-N-T-M-O-V-E without permission. So he basically, that's like a Rakim bar right there. And I would have been down with Rock, but I was smart. D.O. to the C, knowing the formula. It's rough, I mean it's funky enough for me. So while you listen, you don't. He said, "Don't move without permission." While you're listening, D-O-N-T-M-V-E without permission. He said it so fast, I can't spell that fast. I can, but I can't. It's rough. I mean, it's funky enough. D-O-N-T-M-V-E without permission. The D-O to the C is better than the normal man. Now the sucker can't ever compete with the elite. Much less speak. It's like dancing with two left feet. Never smile when the doctor's in a room. Oh, I'm a take like to the Temple of Doom. I got raw when I came to Cali. Now I'm winning WA. So he said one cuss word, 1.5. And of course the rest of the Ruthless and Compound Posse. Word of mouth. I just want to say, I miss shouts out in music. I miss when they used to do that. Oh man, they just shouted out the whole posse and on beat and everything else. It was just so dope. So once again, till the next time, DJ Ron, classic DJ from the Bay.